Now I know I remember over the years, it's been different times when somebody would pop up in the news and it may be a question mark like, is this Alexis Patterson? Is this Alexis Patterson? Who is Tashiana Holloman McAfee? Who is that?
Tasha Nee.
Tasha Nee. I knew it was Tashi something, but who is that?
I have no idea. She's a girl that I met off TikTok. I met her off TikTok and she wanted to purchase some crystals from me. Mm-hmm. And I told her that I had some crystals. She said she had $120. I told her what I had, and I told her just give me 100. 2 weeks later, Tasha Nee, she sent me a text message, and she asked me about a rose quartz crystal. She was like, "Do you know what kind of crystal this is?" And I said, "Well, this is the crystal." I said, "You need it." However, so 2 weeks after that, which led to a month. Mm-hmm. So then she's ready to purchase her crystals because she didn't have the money at that time.
But she's sticking around though, pretty much, like keeping in touch about this crystal.
3 times.
Right. It wasn't nothing about Alexis. It's just all about the crystal.
So wait,
I'm talking about at this point. I mean,
no, wait.
Like she just contacted you about the crystal, about the rose quartz.
Yes.
2 weeks passed, she contacted you again about the rose quartz, and then you said a month passed, and then she contacted you about the rose quartz.
Yeah. So right. Wait, we got to go back to the beginning. When she contacted me about the crystals, it wasn't the rose quartz. Okay. She said, "Do you have some crystals for me?" And then I asked her, "What's your story?" Because before I give anyone crystals or heal anyone, I need to know what's going on with them so I can help them in the right way, because I'm a witch doctor.
Yeah, right. I was going to ask you.
Yes, I'm a witch doctor.
What's this witch thing? You know what I mean? Like people calling you witches on social media and stuff.
I am.
But what I know is, you know what I mean? Originally,
Magical.
the term witch, it was put on our ancestors. You know what I'm saying? Because you had what you would call witch doctors. I'm the ghetto witch doctor, if you hear me in my thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, we had what you call witch doctors, and a witch doctor would take care of the community. The witch doctor would be there if somebody gets sick, that can heal them, that can get them back to life, that can get them, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so,
I do.
you know what I mean? People say witch or whatever, and they figure they cutting you down, but you know what I mean? Just to understand what that really is. And I know you work with the stones and the herbs and everything, and that's just what it's all about. So I embrace, you know what I mean, the witch doctor. So, you know what I mean? I don't know if y'all know it, when y'all call her a witch, she probably appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? You're helping her out. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I'm honored because I'm a healer, so that's what I do.
Right.
But however, I asked Tasha Nee what's her story because I wanted to help her, you know. And this was my first time ever talking to her. Mm-hmm. And then she said that she lost her kids. She had 3 kids. She lost her kids in the with Child Protective Service, you know, and just crazy stuff. So I asked her, I said, "Well, who's the judge?" Because my stepmother is the judge at Children's Court, and I have people that I know that love me and that's willing to help me. Again, I help with the community. That's what I do. I'm a community worker. I'm just in the backfield. However, I don't like the limelight. And if you know me, you know I don't like the limelight. That's why I'm only doing the interview with my spiritual brother. However, yes. So when I asked her what's her story, she couldn't even tell me about the judge. She couldn't tell me who the case manager was. So I instantly knew something was wrong. Something was wrong up here.
Right.
So I said I could do the best I can. She still didn't have nothing for me to work with, so I cut her off. Then 2 weeks later, that's when she asked me to send me a message about the rose quartz. So I told her that was the rose quartz. Then 2 weeks after that, which was a month, she contacted me. She said she was ready for her crystals.
Right.
So I said, "Oh, you ready?"
So you have been in contact with her for over a month then?
Like just 3 times.
Yeah,
Briefly.
but I mean, I'm just saying in that span though. It's been a little over a month.
So one time for the story, and then the second
still
time
no
she
mention of Alexis.
No, hell no.
Right.
Hell no. Quit playing with me, Shanique.
Right.
So, and the second time she sent me a text message. So the third time she wanted a crystal. So she wanted to come to where I was at. You already weirded me out. I'm an empath, so I feel everything. It don't take long. So I ended up meeting her on 91st and at El Greco's. So as I met her, I handed her crystals. It was 3 crystal necklaces wrapped in copper out the window. "Here, baby girl." She said, "You ain't gonna give your daughter a hug?" I said, "Oh, okay." I'm not thinking she's really trying to say she's Alexis. Girl, please quit playing with me about my baby. All these bitches better quit playing with me about my daughter. However,
that's it.
Yeah. So she said, "You ain't gonna give your daughter a hug?" So I gave her a hug. And she just broke down crying. It broke my heart.
Right.
It broke my heart when she started crying like that because I am a mother.
Yeah, and you weren't thinking of the motive what she had. You was just thinking that she was just taking on to you, right?
It just broke my heart because she cried so hard. So I told her, I said, I'll be your mama. You know, I said, no, I didn't. I said, you can call me mama. I said, you can call me 2, 3, 4 in the morning. It don't matter. I'm here. Because I just, you know, after she done told me this story, you know, she lost her kids. And I knew that she probably had no sense of direction of trying to even find out what's going on. And from what I understand, her mom
The healer in you embraced her.
the healer in me embraced her. Man, it broke my heart to see her cry. And from my understanding, from what I hear about her mom, you know what I'm saying? I want to heal her mama too because I just, you know me, bro. You already know.
Yeah,
You know.
it's what we do.
So later on, I left. I end up leaving. Later on that day, my sister called me, and she was like, "Yeah, you know I don't call you or nothing." Let me be clear. None of my family members, none of my aunties, my cousins, nobody called me with the bullshit that's on social media. So I really don't be knowing what's going on unless I see it, or unless they feel like it's for me to see what's going on or to hear what's going on. Other than that, I don't even pay attention to that shit. That's how I didn't know a lot of stuff that I just found out recently. You see? So I end up, my sister, she told me that, she said, listen, it was so funny to me. She said, do you know a girl? And she was like, no. Is this girl pretending like she Alexis? She just couldn't hold it. She was like, is this girl pretending like she Alexis? Girl, she on live, girl. She on live. I said, what? She said you heard mama and she just bought some Christmas from you that morning and you threw them out the window. She threw them out the window. So I automatically knew who she was, bro. Like, I said, what? But I never could pronounce her name. Like, I'm just now learning her name.
Right.
See how you call her Tatiana. So I looked down there and the police was like, get out the car, ma'am. Get out the car. She's like, no, I am Alexis Patterson and y'all took me already before. And she was just saying all type of crazy
This was on a video on social media?
on her live. She did a live. And she was in a U-Haul.
Right, while she was getting pulled over.
She was already pulled over.
Oh, man.
I was just like, are you serious? Like, this is so fabricated.
And
Like,
that's how you found out she was claiming to be Alexis.
that's when she first started. Her auntie told me that's when she first started. So I'm like, damn. However, make a long story short, they told her, get out the car. She wouldn't. So the lieutenant told the police, if you don't get out, told the police, if she don't get the car, that they could bust her window. So that's what made her get out the car. That's all I seen. I didn't see nothing else. And then, and why everything is 2 weeks? It's just a 2 week thing.
Right.
So I guess she did her little time, and then she ended up getting out. When she got out, now she Alexis Patterson crazy.
Right.
Now she got a whole identity of being my daughter. Remind yourself, they gave her a DNA test when she first went. So
Right.
she knows she's not Alexis. I knew she wasn't Alexis when she said she was her because I already just fucked my daughter
Right.
in 2016.
That probably was some clout chasing, maybe.
That's what they all doing. That's what they do though.
Right, now was
I
this
didn't